Hi, I am responding to a comment that was made on my post, Break the Chains. Um, what was said is that we women have to give black men something to live for and stop going out and marrying men of other races. I want to say that it is a preference. People have a preference. You know, it's all based on how you treat an individual. A lot of why black women go out and get, find mates or even marry men of different races is based on how they are treated, based on how the man interacts with them and how he makes them feel. I really don't think it has anything to do with any type of prejudice. I just really believe that when you open your mind, you start looking outside of the box. And looking outside of the box means that you do things that people wouldn't necessarily look at as normal. There is still some level of racist bias when it comes to black men and black women dating other races. Me personally, I don't see anything wrong with it. If I met a man today, and it matters not what his race is, all that matters to me is how he treat me. Now I get what you're saying, but you have to also look at what we have to choose from. Most men of color cheat. They lie. I've had a few, more than a few. And all of the ones that I've had were liars and cheaters. I'm just saying. And sometimes, when I was young, I did come into the relationship with that negative behavior because I saw that, I was raised around that. So you tend to repeat those behaviors as you get older. Now it takes a strong person to break the chain, and do something different. A lot of people are not there yet. I'm fortunate to be one that's there. When I was in my state and I was in relationships where I wasn't the one cheating, they were cheating on me. They were lying to me. They were being abusive to me, either verbally or physically. No one wants to deal with that. And unfortunately, there's a great majority of black men that have those characteristics. I don't have time to be teaching you how not to be a liar, a cheater, and an abuser. I just don't have that much time on my hands. Now, I have no problem working with anyone. It matters not what your race is. But I am not, going to spend a lot of time teaching you how to be a man. If you don't know, then that means you don't need to be in a relationship. You need to be figuring this thing out before you even get into one. So a lot of men and women of different races, they've taken time for self to figure out what it takes to be in relationships. They've been taught, they've been given the lessons. They know. Unfortunately, we don't have too many examples to go by. So a lot of us just learn trial and error. Some of us, we have some role models, outside of family that helps us to learn those lessons. But a lot of us don't know. And that's why I'm doing this, because I want you all to know. I need the men to know. I need the women to know their place as well. I do not have it all together. I say this all the time. But I've made a conscious decision, and I've realized that the way that I was going about life was not the right way. And I'm going to do something about it. And part of me doing something about it is not only taking steps to change self, but also helping others to realize that they need to take steps to change themselves, so that we all as a group, as a whole, can be productive, and be in productive relationships, long lasting relationships, and find value and worth, not only with ourselves, but with everything around us. So, I can't give you something to live for. You have to give yourself something to live for. I can support you in your quest, but that journey, you have to take the first step. You're the one who have to do the work. Now, I have no problem supporting you through the process. If I was to meet a man and I decided that, that's what I wanted to do, but it's not my responsibility, to guide you step by step, holding your hand. We're grown people here. Okay, so if you want something better, if you want women to look at you differently, any man or any woman, if you want a man to look at you differently, that means you have to do something differently. You have to start making changes in your life and taking steps towards a better you. And people will see that. People will see that, and they will give you a chance. They will give you an opportunity to prove yourself. But you got to understand that we're not kids anymore, and you can't be behaving as children. So you're going to have to do everything that it takes. You're going to have to put in the work and some to make sure that when you get your mate, you can hold on to your mate. This is not easy work, because it really takes you being critical with self. And a lot of people don't want to be critical with self. A lot of people think that the things they're doing is fine, and they don't want to change. A lot of us just stuck in our ways, as ignorant as it may be. So, giving you something to live for, I don't need nobody to give me anything to live for. I'm giving myself something to live for. When I invite someone into my space, you just complimenting me. When you invite me into yours, I'm complimenting you. The reality is, I don't need you. And I want a man that's strong like that too. Because if I'm, buffing up and I'm taking him off his course, he don't need me. Because we supposed to be trying to move forward in life. And anything that you're doing that's not moving you forward is useless. And any people that's in your life that's not moving you forward, they're useless. And you have to move away from those people, as hard as it may be sometimes. I'm just on a different level right now, so that may seem a little harsh, and I'm sorry if it does. No, well, maybe I'm not sorry. It just is what it is. Give yourself something to live for. And you can start by changing you, looking at you, analyzing you, getting yourself where you need to be. And I guarantee you, once your spirit get right, you're going to attract so much. You're going to be afraid. You're going to be afraid. I tell you, I'm attracted too much right now. And my spirit's not aligning right now. If our spirits align, then we good. We maybe we could start working on some things and seeing, where we could go. But right now, my spirit not aligned with anyone. So, hey, I'm just ducking and dodging because there's vultures out here, and they coming to devour this flesh right here, by any means necessary. The devil don't want you doing nothing good. Now, I know people can feel this positive energy that comes off of me, and that's what you want people to do. Feel your positive energy that's coming off of you. But you got to change you to get to that point of spirituality. Whereas you can attract something good. And it doesn't matter what the race is. If it's for you, it will be for you. Black, white, pink, orange, yellow, it matters not. Okay? So, I hope I answered, gave you a good response to your comment. But yeah, everything starts with you. We're not here to make other people's lives enriched, and yeah, we really got to start with ourselves. We can't help anyone if we're not where we need to be. Right? And when you come together, you want to come together even, on the even, and balance, yeah, you got to be on the same level. You got to be on the same level. And most of the time, that's what the problem is. Men of other cultures are on different levels. They're elevated. So we need our men to elevate. And there are some elevated men. I swear they are. I know it for a fact. I know a few. But we got to get our men there. We got to get our men there. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because I'm going to post something else in a few days. That speaks a little bit more on this subject, just a little bit. So yeah, all right. Do yourself a favor, everybody, man and woman. Get in tune with self. Get yourself right. Get your spirit right, and I guarantee you, everything around you is going to start changing. I'm living proof of that. Living proof, and I'm so blessed and grateful for it all. Okay? What I feel, you have no idea. You will have to be me to understand what I'm going through right now. It's marvelous. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'll be seeing you soon. Take care of yourselves. All right? Let's get ourselves in order. Okay? Let's put self first. Let's start saving us. You save you, I save me. Right? And then we can start helping others. We can start saving others and helping them to see and realize their full worth and potential in this life. But it starts with us first. All right? Okay. MJK. Love y'all.